Good morning, this is Loki and this is Benjamin. We are trying to teach him how not to swear and me not to swear as well. Well, I probably shouldn't put that in there anyway. I'll just delete that part.
It's better than swearing.
Yes, it might take a while, but we've got to rein in our communication etiquette. Anyway, we are travelling to Endgame Auto Shop this morning, which is our workshop. We do modifications, repairs. Ooh, it's a nice bike. Yeah, sorry. Modifications, repairs, and general automotive servicing on a whole bunch of cars. Primarily, we like working on Japanese cars, so we've got a lot of Skylines, Silvias, Supras. We get quite a few 350Zs and VQs through, which is really fun. Benjamin owns a 350Z. And I used to have a 350 GT, which was a lot of fun. Anyway, this is our shop. By our shop, you'll see it in a second. It is, as I said, we like working on Japanese cars, so it is Japanese orientated, even though we are not in Japan, unfortunately. But we try our best. We are in the underpowered and severely heavy 1.6 ton common ute. I was going to call it something else then. If you know what I was going to say, you know.
I hate it when people, I almost swore on you when you again. I'm going to call that guy exactly what I thought he was.
Because he's talking about someone that's parked in a really dumb spot on the main road. This is the shop. When we get in, I might do a bit of a walk around and show you what we're currently working on. Until then, wait a moment. Minus this GT4 in the background, I think is really, really cool. It is currently behind me. This is my friend Adam's. It is actually his wife's car. Adam built it for his wife and it is their daily driver. You can see it has the baby seat in the back and he takes the kids to school in this. A fairly modern LS in it, I can't remember what kind, but he runs it on bags. It's a very, very cool car. I like his spikes. And the plates are pretty cool as well. Check that out. I think it's a 1950s model. Even went to the effort of looking for the original hand-wound kinetic air conditioner unit from the 50s, which sits in the back seat and you wind it up. It's pretty much just a hollow tube with a fan in it. Like a matte kind of jade colour, which is really nice. He literally drives around like that. It's awesome to see this driven every day. It's a shame we don't make cars like this anymore. Like, check out all these little details. So cool. Even the baby seats. Kept it all really original. Well, kinda. He's got metal door cards and a decent sound system, it looks like. Alright, we're gonna say goodbye to Adam's car. I've got to get my coffee out of the ute. And I'll show you Endgame. We're a pretty new business. And it is literally just a bunch of drift kids fixing and building cars. We're pretty much doing what we do in the garage, but as a business, which is really nice. Check it out. So this is Tyler's 350Z. It is supercharged and he was out on a skid pan and snapped some things and dropped his rear wheel off. Good morning, Ben K.
Good morning.
This is a 2JZ Rocket Bunny 350Z.
Straight.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah.
Precision. This is a current job in Skyline. Can't remember exactly what they're doing on it. And this is a long-term project, Barra swapped Supra. So So now you can see why I was saying it is fairly Japanese themed. Someone bumped something. I figured I would do a bit of an introduction to Endgame Auto Shop today, give you guys a look around and show you what we do, what Ben does full time and what I come in and help out with every now and then. I am one of the co-owners as well as Benjamin and Heafy. You probably know him as Tom, but I do not physically work here because I'm not a full qualified mechanic and I do not wish to be stuck in a shop all day. I would rather the seat time. I don't have any of my cars here at the moment to show you. However, this is Heafy's daily crown. His little VIP way to work every morning. Mikey's everyday car. And Mikey's new addition, FC Shell that he's building. It has no motor in it at the moment, no interior. But from when he first picked it up, it's looking a lot better. I'll give you a sneak peek at this too there. So this job was started by another Brisbane shop called Zell Garage and we have been tasked to finish it off. So for the guys that don't really know what this is a ST205 GT4. These things are pretty rare. There is only about 500 of them in Australia. They're powered by an all-wheel drive 3S GTE, which in this one is currently not in the car for various reasons, but it's at the shop at the moment getting fixed up. Tyler's Z is actually quite nice. He uses it, which is cool. Doesn't just fuck it in the driveway.
And where do you want the back one?
Oh, sick. I remember him telling me he got new gauge faces. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit better for them.
Oh, I've got to tell you, Mikey. Taking all this off.
Benjamin got a package this morning,
Office Works delivery, maybe.
which is his 350Z knuckle and a 350Z washer bottle because I got his car clipped by a 89-year-old old man. So I've got to replace some parts. I think I'll give you guys a bit of a rundown on these guys and what they drive and how many cars they own. And what's their favourite? So let's start off with asking the guys. We're going to do this while they're working, so they're probably not going to like me for it. I have 4 questions for you. How many cars do you own?
How many cars do I own?
Yes.
A couple.
A couple.
Yes.
How many is a couple?
Like 1.
1 plus 6?
1 for each day of the week.
1 for each day of the week.
That's about what I'm up to.
So we got like 7?
I think so.
I actually do think it's about 7.
Yes. It was 6 until I got the soda. 283, 13, 180, Laurel, X5, 350Z, and Sora.
You can say them better than I can.
I know my babies.
Okay, that was the first question. Second question is, which one is your favourite?
Don't make me separate my children like that.
Don't make me pick a favourite!
My introduction into car enthusiasm was the R33, so I always have a soft spot for one.
Okay, and what is your least favourite?
Fords, Holdens,
Yeah, you do own one of them. It's kind of...
anything that's not one of the cars I own.
Well, you do own one. Now, out of all your imports, what is your least favourite? It could be like your minor least favourite, like something you don't necessarily like working on, but you still like.
Well, the poor MX-5 probably pops for that.
That with its sex spec kit.
Nah, that's war, sorry.
Yeah, you did. Third question, what's your least favourite? And fourth question, lucky last, what?
Mental disorder do I have more that many things?
Well, by the way, thanks for the idea.
Oh, the thermoses?
Yeah, right. They hit the spot.
So we have started a trend where instead of buying coffee every morning, we bring thermoses full of coffee.
This all day Saturday, I had this just stuck next to me in my drift car. So I'm out like, and then I'll be waiting on track, I just pour myself a coffee.
Whereas now we don't have to suffer with the paper cups like Heafy. Although he does have
I've
a
got
better breakfast than I
a
do.
refillable guy as well, but I forget to give it to the coffee man.
Okay, sorry, now we need to get back to our questions.
No, well, I'm gonna do these today.
We're doing rotors?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, we have to check these. Sure. Ah.
Can do it without annoying.
Alright, let's ask Ben that fourth question. Benjamin, fourth question. If you could have any car, what would you have?
Any car? That's too hard. I've got 7 cars for that particular reason. Because I can't have one particular car. A car that I can't afford and would always...
Yes, that's what I'm
something
going
that's
for.
now getting outside my budgetable realism.
You're in a 34 GTR?
I want a 34 GTR and I want an NSX.
No, one car.
No.
What colour? What colour would your GTR be?
Oh, the GTR.
Yeah.
Probably white.
Bayside blue?
No, that's
White.
just what everyone's got.
Okay.
Yeah, look at my same everything everyone's got.
Anyway, we like GTRs, but we can't afford them. Okay.
I used to have one.
Yeah.
But I can't afford one now.
Alright, Benke. So I'm going around asking 4 questions. Your first question is
What's this off?
bubble, choke, choke.
That, I have no idea. It's not something I took off anything. So
I know what they're off.
They're out
They're
of a
350Z flywheel bolts off of dual mass, which we
Chunky
get
ass.
rid of when we change.
yeah, which we get rid of and then we don't need them anymore. So number 1.
Yeah, so number 1 in your questions. Ichi. First question is, how many cars do you have?
Now,
Yes.
I have 2 that run,
Yep.
then I have a couple of shells, and then I have a few in Japan. So
We
I
need-
have
How many? We need a number.
9.
9 cars.
Yeah.
Okay, and can you name them all? Go.
Oh, Yamato, Tanaka.
No.
Oh. Okay, so
What are they?
I have C33 times 2.
Yes.
I won't count the non-running shells.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have the JZX in Japan, S13 in Japan, the 180 in Japan, the Hako, the Kenmiri, the Beta JZX 90 shell that just lives at Ibisu and hasn't run in for a very long time. And then, I have 8 because the 8.6 is
8.
Luke and
Yes.
T's now.
Is it a
No, I
notchback?
swapped them my notchback for the 1VR. So the 1VR that I used to drive,
Track car.
yeah, my track car.
Yeah. Okay.
Divorce will do that.
Racers don't need girlfriends.
I've got an amazing one now though, so it's all good.
Yeah, she's pretty
So
cool.
yeah, to answer that question, 8 and those are the cars.
Sick. All right. Question 2. What is your favorite?
Of the cars I own?
Yes, of the ones you own.
It's got to be Yamato.
Yamato?
Yeah, because
Which is for the...
Tanaka. 'cause
Tanaka?
Yamato is my daily,
Okay.
and then Tanaka is my drift car,
Yes.
and he's just such a warrior. Like he takes such a beating, and he just keeps going and going and going. Oh, I broke him again. Smash my Senegalish. The one.
I'll put a photo
No,
in,
I've got
in a
spares.
second
I've
of
still
his
got my two
laurel.
spare
So
ones.
Yamato is
But
out
I
there.
hit the-
Tanaka
I've
is
got
his
the
track car.
Best entry on Sit on the wall, like full on it, but just nicked my light, and that pushed the light into the center garnish. And the center garnish, dude, Tori said he was watching it, just went.
We like our cars. We could probably talk about all of them a lot. Anyway, okay. Third question. What's your least favorite out of all your cars you currently own?
Oh, out of all the cars I currently own?
Actually, we'll make it out of any car you've ever owned,
any car I've ever owned.
but preferably out of ones you own.
Least favourite JDM car or just any car in general?
Oh, let's go JDM.
JDM, okay. Probably my 350.
You don't like your 350?
No, it was just a bag of dicks. I mean...
Beep. I'm gonna need like a little a sound recording of something. It's like ding 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 ding, like maybe like elevator music or like the Japanese
Yes,
toilet. Yeah, okay.
That would be amazing.
Let's replace it with flutters. We'll just have like.
It would be the 350, and the reason being is just because like it just caused us so much grief. Like
Yes.
this dude went to the effort of being the biggest legend in the world and having the engine out the day after I dropped the car off, which I didn't expect. Because I was expecting like drop it off, I'll come in a week later and help him pull it out.
Yep.
Next minute, boom, engine's out, and then
I wasn't expecting this legend to buy a broken.
Yeah. No, he didn't buy one broken one. He bought a broken one and 2 broken motors.
That's what I mean. The first one we put in was Dutch.
No. Well, I bought one with a broken motor, yes, and then the replacement motor I got was a dud. But no one could have known, and it wasn't anything intentional. It was just like the compression test came up fine. We got it from Trix. They were awesome, and Trix straight away when we realised there was an issue was straight up like here's money back. So no issues there at all. It was unfortunately there was a ringland issue, so we thought the engine had good compression, and then when we ran it, it just filled the whole workshop up with smoke. Then I put the other engine back in. We just did bearings. And send it. Well, and now we know you can do VQs like RVs and just do bearings. Anyway, question 4.
Yes. Question 4 was, if you could have any car, what would you have? I'm gonna say preferably. Don't worry about the JDM question. It could be anything.
Oh, that makes it really hard.
But you know we want JDM cars anyway.
Yeah, no, okay, I'll give you 2. So if I could have any car of all time.
I like how all these guys are like giving me 2 cars.
Yeah. If I could have any car of all time for like my ultimate dream car. It's so hard.
Maybe I should come back. Now we need the elevator music. We need like the ding 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 while we're waiting for Ben K to make his mind up. Stop it!
It's so hard.
I know.
There's so many beautiful cars. No, my ultimate dream car I would say would be... I've already had that one, so it was a GDR and then I got a GDR.
What GDR? 32?
34 GDR.
34.
I had a 32 GDR as well. The only one I haven't had is a 33 GDR. And I haven't had a HR31.
Okay, so HR31 and 33 GDR is your picks.
No, they're not my picks. No, they're just.
Oh god, pick. HR31s are pretty sick though.
Yeah. Nah. It's so hard. There's so many good cars.
Alright, we're gonna come back to Ben K because he's taking way too long. That is not a car, Benjamin.
Yeah.
A disco potato.
No,
is a car,
that is actually no. That is correct.
What
I will
is-
say
okay,
that.
what is
the
a
best
disco
car I've
potato?
ever owned is a Discovery 2, a Land Rover Discovery 2.
Oh no,
Particularly
we're walking away.
2004
Nope. That doesn't even
was the
count.
best car I
No,
ever
if you don't take that car up the mountain, it's not a car. Don't take it up the mountains. Okay, we're gonna move on. Fifi, I have 4 questions for you. Feel free to answer very briefly or very quickly or in detail like Ben K did, whatever you like. First question, how many cars do you own?
5.
Is that your sippy cup?
No, that's my water sippy cup. Probably need to replace it.
Okay, so you own 5 cars. What do you own?
My old Crown, that S13, a pair of Cressetas, X7s, and A70 Supra.
So you would probably consider yourself a Toyota person.
I think so. Yeah. Trying to Nissan, but Toyotas.
It always comes back to Toyota.
does.
Second question, which is your favourite?
The Supra.
The Supra. Why?
Because out of them it works the best and goes the fastest.
And your least favourite?
That S13. Bought 90% complete, sight unseen.
Final question. If you could have any car, what would you have?
I want to build a Countach with the Toyota 1GZ V12 mounted.
The Century
in
motor?
The Century motor mounted in the original position. I'd have to either turn it around or figure out a way to run the drive shaft through the sump.
Because
to
the
mount to
Countach
transmission.
are mid-mounted, aren't
They're mid-mounted engine, but they have the transmission closer to the driver. Drive shaft runs backwards through the sump, and the reason they did that was to get a better shifting feel.
they? It'd be a
Mix
Countach
of
shelled
Japanese cars with a
Toyota.
Countach shell on the top, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, and that is our 4 questions. Now let's go ask Mikey. 4 questions. First question, how many cars do you own?
2.
2 cars.
3.
3 cars. What are they?
Daihatsu Charade, 180, and RX-7.
Nice. Second question, Which is your favourite?
The 180, obviously.
180s represents. And your least favourite?
Well, the RX-7 doesn't have a motor, so I guess that's probably it.
If you could have any car, what would you have?
Probably 180.
Alright, so to wrap up this 4-question game, in case you were wondering, if I was to ask myself these questions. My first question, how many cars do I have? I have 6. I currently own 6 cars. So I have a car I don't want to talk about. I've got 2 180SX. I've got a R32 Skyline, Daihatsu Mira. And that is it. Oh, and I have an FD RX-7. How do I forget that? I don't know. It's probably my newest car, so that's probably why I forgot it. But it's also broken as of a couple of weeks ago. It's in the naughty corner. Second question, what is my favourite? Undoubtedly, I have a black 1J 180, so that would be my favourite of all time. You will know why later when I do a bit of a feature on it or something. Third question, which is my least favourite? This is a hard one because I like all my cars, but I'm probably gonna have to say, it's so hard. I love my 32, but I do not like the RB20, so I'm gonna pin it on the 32. But I still like my 32, so it's a lot of fun. Fourth question, if I could have any car, what would I have? That is a really tricky one. I really want to build a Porsche 930 replica on an S chassis base and make it a drift car with a 1J. So have a Blackbird with a 1J, put it onto an S chassis. So we've just had some guests rock up at Endgame, which are friends of ours. This is Danny and Nate. Nate is currently downstairs. However, Danny is here with me. Now Danny and Nate have been into cars for ages. They used to have Hondas. What else did you have, Danny?
So we had an AG, we've had CRX, I used to have a Morris Major, I've got a 94 Prelude at the moment, we have 5th gen Prelude, we've had a, I don't know if I said Corolla or not.
You guys used to have that crazy CRX.
Yes, I miss it so much.
Had a H23 quad motor.
And it was all stripped out, had like a half cage.
Yeah, it was really nuts, and Nate himself is a crazy good driver, so that thing was quick. really quick.
First time I was in a car with him though.
Okay, well now that you know Danny and I are going to go for a walk for coffee, aka banana smoothies from Zarafras because they're amazing, and it's lunchtime. Banana smoothies. Yeah, have you not had a banana smoothie?
Banana is gross.
She doesn't like banana.
It's like pineapple.
Yeah, problem here.
You don't do it.
Alright, give me a minute and I'll go introduce you guys to Nath and then we'll go for a walk.
Good, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just interrupting your manly conversation about whatever you're talking about.
Sheds.
Sheds. I love sheds. Anyway, this is Nate. Nate has cool cars and we'll talk to Nate later. Alright, let's go.
Never have given her a camera.
We need to do like a Buzz Lightyear thing, like, ready? To coffee and beyond! Yeah, we've had a lot of people in today. Actually, there's a lot of a lot of jobs that we haven't booked in that people have rocked up for, which is nice, I suppose. Oh, your friend is gonna swing by.
She bought the Swifties off of us, both of them. So she and her boyfriend.
Banana smoothie sorted.
You shouldn't use these. You need to get one that matches your hub center so that it doesn't move around.
Yep.
So the reason this has happened is because your spacer, more than likely, instead of been sitting directly center, it's been slightly off.
Yeah.
And so as you've bitten down, it's then moved, and then it moves again. And then what happens is you haven't actually bit the whole way down because it'll bite on a weird angle.
Yeah.
And then inside of your threads, wobble because it's moving, and then it just f***s them. That's why you snap that one.
Yeah. I knew this was going to be a problem.
Yeah, it's like...
Don't worry, we've all been there.
We've all been there.
It's past 5:30, so we've got to go push all the cars back in and start packing everything away and getting ready for tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour today of the shop and meeting some of the guys. Ben's looking at me like I'm not.
Yeah, lucky I'm not Benjamin, you know.
You're not Benjamin. You're
Yeah,
you are Ben K.
Yeah, I don't have to do shit.
Benjamin. Don't you dare numb in Naomi again.
Bye.
Yeah, see you later. Thanks for coming.
Domineo.
If you enjoyed today and you enjoy the content, feel free to like, comment and subscribe. Let us know what you want to see. This is going to be probably a long-term thing for me. And Kay's being a troll. You can probably expect more of that being here. Also, a side note, sorry, he's trying to ambush me. The name, so the YouTube name, you can pronounce it Loki SX because it's my favorite car, and why not? It's simple, it's easy to remember. Anyway, gotta run, coffee time, and gotta put away the cars.